My name is Sally Becker, and I'm currently based in Arkansas, Wisconsin.
Beautiful. So Sally, my lovely, prior to joining WCA, what would you say was the biggest problem or the biggest issue in your life, and how is that affecting you?
Procrastination, putting off important decisions and even non-important decisions through pretty much my whole life, but especially in my married life, which has cost a great deal. It's affected everything. Affected my children, and my house I can't live in parts of it because I have collected so much stuff and clutter, and I keep putting it off and putting it off. And it was Tim's message that I saw. It was the procrastination thing, because I've seen other, and I've joined other things, something like this, but it was just surface. This is so much different. It was affecting everything, every part of my life, my work, my health. I have a blood cancer, and my blood cancer doctor told me stress is what's doing this to you. So, and my life of procrastination leads to so much stress. Like Tim had said, yeah, putting it off, you think it's a fix. It's like a ruse, it's like a comfort. But it's worse later. There's no comfort. It's a temporary comfort, and then later you have much worse thing, and that is really why I'm here. Yeah.
On that note, then, because you mentioned procrastination, did you have any concerns or any doubts about getting here in the first place? Like the second layer of resistance.
Oh my gosh! So I have all sorts of, I'm disabled because of all sorts of health issues that I have, and anyway, so I thought. I had my family telling me, no, you're going to die, you can't go. Oh my gosh, what I heard, you're going to get killed, they're going to take your organs. That was what my daughter said. She said, oh my goodness. So, and of course, can't afford it. I heard everything. And I thought, no, I'm going to do this, and I figured it out. That's one thing I do figure it out. If I'm determined, that I will do. And yeah, I had to get through special disability services. I had to get a releases from my cardiologist, and I ended up getting support from my doctors, my cardiologist and my cancer doctor, because she's from Thailand. She goes, the moment you step there, whether you go to a class or not, you're going to relieve your stress, and your platelets are going to come down, which is my problem. I've had 2 heart, because in September, I had another heart attack and a stroke, and I'd already signed up for this in July, and I called and tried to cancel. And of course, there is no canceling. I'm like, okay, this is it. I'm going for it. I'm going no matter what. And I thought, I'm just going to, and my family's like, you're going to die. It's going to kill you. I'm like, it's going to kill me if I don't go.
Oh, it's that right there.
I have to change. I feel every day, or felt until now, that I was living wrong. You just know it. You know that every decision you make is against you. It's the strangest thing, but it's real, and I'm sure it's at my cellular level, and that's what's been doing this to me, because I have a mutation. I have a blood cancer. It's hereditary. Guess what? It isn't in my family. Mm-hmm. I brought this on myself. And so, yeah.
And I think people like you who have literally every excuse not to come, you still make it. And Sally, that says so much about you, really, because you have people with a little fear, they don't come because they're afraid. But people like you that have legitimate reasons, let's say, not to come, still choosing themselves, that says a lot about you.
I knew in my heart this would be the answer.
Yeah. So I've seen you pouring your heart quite a few times, really, and I feel like when you go, you really go all in.
That may have surprised me, that I couldn't crescendo. That part, I must say, I thought, because in my past, I was a really good student, and I always was the top, and I worked hard, I got it. That doesn't work here. This is very different. This is your soul. This is your subconscious, your core, like you talked about today. I'm like, I can't do this because I'm a good student. This is different. And so that surprised me. Yes, that's part about me I didn't realize how many layers I had to go through to get to my core.
Yeah. So on that note, and I also saw your message in our Telegram group. So for you specifically, then, what would you say was your maybe a breakthrough, or maybe a aha moment, or maybe a biggest realization that you had so far in the past 4 days?
That I fool myself, that I say things I talk negatively about myself, and I focus on my illnesses too much. or at all. Instead of focusing on where I want to be, that person I want to be, that future self, I frequently, until now, focus on my problems, what I'll talk about myself and where my marriage or my house or whatever all my circumstances are, and how that all did it to me when I'm in the driver's seat here. That was the biggest thing, that this is really in my control. Even though it's subconscious, it is. I have to make the choices, and he's giving us the tools. That's it.
I love that. So on that note, then, final thing, it's not a question, it's more of a freestyler, Sally. So what would be the message that you would like to share with people who are watching this? And it's often people going maybe through tough times or difficult times or feeling like they need a change in their life. What would be your message to them? Or maybe a message to your past self or to your future self, like something that's on your heart that you feel like you just want to let out.
If you have the opportunity, if you get accepted in WCA, first of all, if you have the opportunity to even do the interview, you do it, you go for it. Think about it later. Do it, and then just figure out how you're going to do it. Plan you're going to go, and just do it. Don't put this off. This is life-changing. This is everything. This is going to change the rest of your life, and your only chance. I can't imagine another way I ever would have changed or had anything different. So there are no excuses. I mean, I have to go. I was told I couldn't travel alone, but I'm traveling alone. I just got a wheelchair through the airport. That's all. You just make your arrangements. It can be done. You just do it. And I didn't have that much money. I just used some credit cards and borrowed from people and did stuff. It's like, you make it work. I didn't tell my husband until I was going. He goes, "You didn't ask me." I'm like, "That's right." And that's okay, because I know what's best for me. I knew I had to do this. You people listening to this, in your heart that this is what you need to do. But you're making excuses. You don't. No. Just say, "I'm going." You will not regret a moment of it. First of all, it's paradise. Second of all, I shouldn't say it's all. First is Tim. First is the program and Liam and all the people doing this, and you. You're just meeting the best friends of your life, and you all care about us. You're here for us. And to make us transform into crescendo, and to transcend into that new person that we're always supposed to be. So go for it. That's it. Let's go.